to introduce yourself, but this is not our first time meeting.
No, it's
Actually,
not.
it's been about 6 months since our last meeting. Oh my gosh, it feels like therapy session all over again. Hello, welcome back.
Good
So
to
with
be
that
back.
with that in mind, Calista, it's a pleasure to see you again. And
Pleasure to see
this
you too.
and this time around, you have a whole album out as opposed to just one song. And it's out, available everywhere. I am so excited for you. How was the first weekend of the release?
Great, great. Yeah, it's been really wonderful to kind of have the support around it that I've had in the city and to play. We played a release show last Thursday. That was full band and big, and I played the accordion for the first time, um, which is great. Yeah, it was all really great. So, yeah, it's been awesome.
Have you actually have you played accordion before, or was this just like your first time performing it?
It was my first time performing it. I put a little clip of it. David Garza, who helped me with the record, like the first 5 minutes I met him, he was like, "You want to learn to play the accordion?" and taught me like, give me like a 5 minute lesson. And then I really, really wanted my own because I loved it. You can kind of feel it resonating in your rib cage. Like,
Yeah.
unlike other instruments, it's like right here. So I was like, whoa. When I played it, and I got one for Christmas, and I was like, I'm gonna play this live for the album release show, and I've been practicing ever since, and so I finally did it. Yeah.
I love that. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I love the introduction of a new instrument into your world.
Yeah.
Uh, was there any part of it where you're like, can I keep holding this? Because I know accordions are heavy.
It's arm day for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, I made a mistake. I did arm day like 2 days before it, forgetting what accordion is like.
Oh no.
So my arms are already sore. So when I did it, I was like, whoa, like this is, I'm lifting right now. And I played one more, I played the last track after that. We played the album in order, so I played Moments after that. And I usually kind of throw around the guitar during Moments, but
Yeah.
it felt like a feather. Like I was like, I'm not holding anything now compared to an accordion. Like this is not even an object. This is liquid. Um, yeah. But I mean, I think it gets easier, I'd say, is what I've heard.
Yeah. So this was your first time able to performing it in front of people
Mhm.
from the beginning to the end. How did it feel playing all those songs all
It,
together, all at once?
it was cool. I mean, I've been listening to the record in order, so it's like the order I sort of imagine it as, but there are certain ones that, sorry, computer notification, um, that I'm used to being in different contexts. Like the biggest example is Can't Give Myself Away. I've been, for a long time been doing, especially as a closer, I've started doing it as a like a combination tune, as a two-in-one that goes directly into Jezebel for my first EP. And I usually close my shows with it. And I'm used to like the second it finishes, I start counting off into the other song. So like finishing Can't Give and having it not go into Jezebel was like, what? But and the only one that I hadn't played live was Sandcastles.
Ooh,
Um,
why
all the others,
not?
because it's crazy. It's a lot going on. And I wanted to play it on accordion, and it's a ton of harmonies. So I'd been avoiding it till I could do it right. But
Oh gosh.
but now I've played it, so
Yeah.
I'll keep playing it. It was fun.
So now with the first live performance of the album out, first live performance and then the album out that weekend.
Yeah,
I'm curious to know what kind of celebrations were you having over the weekend?
I had a little rooftop party, which was
Ooh,
cute. Um,
that.
I have a rooftop I really like, and you can see. That's the good thing about Brooklyn is you can actually see the whole Manhattan skyline because you're not in the Manhattan skyline.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really nice. I got a cake for it. It said confession, and we cut the cake at midnight. It kind of felt like New Year's. Um, and it was really special just to kind of gather friends together. I've only been in the city. It's going to be a year and a little under a month. Last July 3rd is when I moved. So
Yeah.
um, it was cool to just kind of have a shindig with everybody I've been like connecting with in the city and all that. Yeah.
That sounds so much fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I just agreed to you as if I've been in Brooklyn my whole entire life. Yeah, no, course. I know exactly that you could see the Manhattan sky in the video.
Yeah. No, it was cool. It was sweet.
Now, I noticed as was a brand new thing that I've noticed, you're introducing a whole 8-day intimate look of the Confessions album.
Yeah.
How did that idea kind of conspired?
Yeah, so it's just it's so weird to work on a project for so long and with so much so much heart put into it. I mean, I was so struck by the way in a studio I kept feeling like this, like we're doing all this really like it's soul work, right? To get to like really want to make these tracks everything we can make them for 3.5 minutes. You know, we're creating something that's 3.5 minutes, and within our current
Or 1 minute?
system of streaming,
Oh, now it stops.
or the
Is there a
car passing.
train? Okay.
Or it might have been a train. I also live directly above the train.
Okay. I heard the sound. I was like, oh no, I gotta stop.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll
All right.
start.
So 3 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. So we do all this work to create 3.5 minutes of a song, and not even a song that like based on streaming doesn't even necessarily get really much back for it
Yeah.
within our current structure. But and I videoed all this wonderful footage of this wonderful experience we had at the studio, and these are songs that have existed in so many different ways for so long. It's a lot of my older catalog on the album. Um, and so it didn't feel like enough. It felt anticlimactic to be like, okay, here's the album. Anyway, that was 2 years of my life. And there was so much extra content. So, and so much more to say that I was like, how do I give people more, but also not completely oversaturate people with stuff? Because there's still a ton of stuff. I have a music video coming out next week. Like, there's always stuff. Um, but I wanted people who wanted to see it, all this stuff I'm really proud of, to be able to. So it was sort of like a, if you want this, you can have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the because as I'm like looking at the whole web page for it, I love that you are um letting people see the lyrics and seeing that behind the scenes. I think it's such a cute way of kind of just inviting everybody into your world
Yeah.
in a most like manageable way.
Yeah.
I am curious, is there any ones that you didn't feel like could make the cut for this 8-day experience that you wish that you had put in there?
Like videos.
Yeah, like any like random
Yeah.
snippet video.
For sure. There was stuff that like, I mean, it's kind of where you, and this is a whole, it's a whole can of worms in the terms of being an artist and the way we share things and social media platforms. There are a lot of videos I have just like of straight up just being goofy in the studio
Yeah.
and these delightful people being delightful, but like I wasn't necessarily like hitting them up to be like, hey, can I have a video of you doing something silly? You know, and so I kind of kept it to the song. I have videos that are like really close to my heart of like Jim like doing a salad tutorial, like how to make a salad, like that didn't fit the songs, but are like gems on my camera roll. But
Yeah,
I tried to keep it structured to what it was. Yeah.
I love that. And
Yeah.
hopefully we do get to see Jim's salad.
I'm sure at some point, I'm sure.
Is it like really well constructed or was
I'd
it
say so. I think he's an
yeah,
absolute expert.
8-day uh trial of inviting new people into the world of
Yeah.
you? Um, and you just mentioned it earlier. I'm curious what we might see in this new music video.
Yeah. I'm really, really excited about the music video. Um, Music videos are other things that I sometimes overthink music videos. I'm like, how do I make this? How do I be sure that this will be cool and not cringe, basically? And kind of the way we filmed it it was very, very DIY. It was three of us. It was me and my partner and the camera guy. That was all. And it was like a 2 hour shoot. But I basically was like, I've had this obsession with Coney Island. I've got a song that's unreleased that's about Coney Island, and it's only 30 minutes on the train from my partner's place. It's really, really easy to get to. and it has all these beautiful lights that look like the confession backdrop. It has the beach and flowers. It's beachy. So I hot glued together a flower crown of, yeah, did my best.
Yeah.
And
No, it's cute. It's cute. If
thanks.
this is what I'm looking at, then yeah, it's adorable. I like it.
Yeah, thank you. And Kyril, the director, is he'd been photographing my shows. I met him at a show, and he's incredibly talented. Like Kyril can make anything cool. Like I can't believe his eye sort of with it. So I was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, Kyril, come do this with me." And I really wanted it to feel really human and really joyful. And so I was like, I'm gonna go to my favorite place with my favorite person. It's a very happy tune. We're gonna vibe, shoot it. And it turned out so, so well. Like I'm really, really proud of it. And it feels organic. It doesn't feel like AI made it. It's like people being people. And yeah, so I'm really proud of it. Yeah.
I love the fact that you just did this all within the 2 hours. That's insane. At any point of like photo shoots or music videos, the fact that you did it within that time frame. I'm curious, with it being at Coney Island, how was the crowd management?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't. Hmm. So the only thing in the video you'll see is it's not exactly like the beachiest day. It was a little bit cloudy, and
Okay.
it was just getting warm. I just gotten back from Texas, but I didn't want to wait on making it. So it was kind of warm, but it was not a 90. It was not peak beach day. There was still a
Okay.
lot of people on the boardwalk, but it wasn't really a problem at all, and nobody was really on the beach. And then
Okay.
yeah, it wasn't a problem.
Train of thought here. So with a new music video coming out, is there any Easter eggs potential for upcoming music videos or
Oh, well, that's the thing with an Easter egg, right? It's more for looking back,
yeah. Okay,
and
that too.
finding out later. So I guess you'll have to wait and see.
Ooh.
Um, yeah, I mean, well, what was so nice about the location was like, I mean, Confession is an eclectic record. The songs sound different from each other, I would say. A lot of it. But there's like two really beachy songs, and the rest aren't that beachy. But Flowers and Sandcastles are wildly beachy. So that part's covered. And then the rest is all like very um like I kind of looked at as primary colors, big lights, marquee, classic rock vinyl, boom, pop, and all the carnival stuff that I love so much there. All their like designs and fonts are all really old world, fluorescent, red, blue, yellow pop. So that covers that basis. So I'd say overall, it felt like a place where I could capture what it felt like at Plier Studios where I recorded, which was really the whole kind of aesthetic back line. It was all just sort of what that world was. So yeah, it's all there.
Love that. Oh my gosh. So I want to kind of like not technically wrap it up in a weird way, but I'm going to kind of wrap it up in a weird way. Um like we said earlier, we haven't seen each other in 6 months.
Hmm.
It's been that long.
Yeah.
What would you tell your 6-month-old version of yourself?
Oh, 6 months ago. So that was probably around October,
Yeah, October or November?
November.
I'm
Oh,
looking
wow.
at the YouTube stamp for clarification. November 10th. So November area. Yeah.
Hmm. I mean,
The Coles had just came out.
it just come out. Yeah, I mean, I'd say to her, she's gonna grow so much through these 6 months. I mean, I was talking to my therapist about the move to New York, like inspires so much
Yeah.
change and a lot of self-discovery and a lot of being like, whoa, I can kind of be and do whatever I want in a lot of ways in this city. They're very open-minded. So who am I? What do I want? Um, and but I mean, I guess I would just kind of want to let her know that like it's all good now. You could settle in. 22 is crazy town, but Brooklyn's good, Brooklyn's safe, you got good people on your side, and enjoy it, probably is what I'd say. Yeah,
I love that.
yeah,
It's a beautiful way to wrap it up.
yeah.
Well, Lisa, I of course have to say this. Where can we be able to find you?
Yeah, the platform I most understand is Instagram. CalistaGarcia.music is my handle there. My website's calistagarcia.com. And I'm working on getting it out so you can still look at the confession experience in post, or you can opt in and then just kind of get all of them now. So it's not, so I still have this content. I want people to be able to see it.
Yeah.
So hopefully that information should be eventually on Instagram and my website. I'm on YouTube. Check there for the flowers video in just a bit. And Spotify, all the platforms. Yeah, all the places.